honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel and I'm back with another video. So in this video, we're going to discuss one of K's supporters by the name of Sharon W. addressing Angelo. Apparently, one of Angelo's Team Truth, I guess, tagged him in a post or something that she said about Az, and she responded to the whole situation. There was a lot said, honey, and I want to give my review of everything. So definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Let's get into the commentary. Right, so let's get into the honey for today. See, if you're new to this channel, my channel is dedicated to the Most High, God, Yahweh, and honey is His truth, His promises, and how we can apply His word to real life situations. And you know, we can look at the positive side of negative situations in life. So we're gonna give our views on the news. So y'all know, I'm gonna call her Sharon W. She, I believe, was the nutritionist of K, or you know, she's known as a K supporter. She basically addressed Angelo. Now, before I get into what I'm about to say, let me make this disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or form in any agreement with anything that K has done. And y'all know I'm not a K supporter or anything like that. I don't even try to rationalize and make excuses for somebody doing certain stuff. And I believe that he has made certain choices, and like everybody that is walking on the face of this earth, they're going to have to give an account for certain things. So I do believe in the reap what you sow philosophy. I also believe that, you know, it doesn't just apply to him. It applies to other people, you know, just period. You know, it's the law of the land. So I feel like I could also use that with this situation. Now, for some time now, I've been saying that as more and more information comes out, we're able to judge something righteously. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff that has come out on social media about some of the families has caused people to side-eye people. In particular, you know, Angelo and his daughter is always on social media, and now a lot of people in the public are beginning to side-eye them. So Sharon had a lot of good points, you know, on her video, and I decided to do a review on it because a lot of her points that she made, I have been saying these things on my channel for some time now. Now, the first point that I like that she said was a lot of people are putting a lot of blame on K, but they're not also holding other people that's supposed to be responsible. And you know, you have to ask, one would have to ask thyself, as I said before, why would you try to get K to be a producer of your daughter's music when clearly it was a huge cloud over him in the first place? I mean, jokes about him on the Boondocks, just, you know, Dave Chappelle making jokes, the whole Aaliyah situation. And like I said, it was so many people other than him in the industry. He could have got his daughter to, like how Sharon said, he could have linked her up with Alicia Keys. He could have linked her up with a lot of people that could have been in her age range. She could have did collabs with just anybody. But they kind of, even though a lot of people say, oh, well, they didn't sign her over to K, but you still knew that, you know, who, you know, their daughter that they say had some, a little bit of instability, or it lends to sounding like it's some unstableness, because if she had to go to, you know, I guess get evaluated due to her trying to send herself onto the glory over a young man, then that clearly tells you, is this person mature enough to make certain decisions, like a music career going off literally by herself, not really by herself, but somebody that claimed that they was a representative of a label. Like, would that be a mature decision? Well, is that person mature enough to do that? The answer would have been no with anybody with common sense if she had tried to do something like that. And then furthermore, all the producers in the world, why, even if you did sign, you know, her over to a representative, you still knew that Kay would have been producing these songs, and it would have had to been some studio sessions, time, tour, whatever, and they would have had to come, you know, into encounterance at some time. You feel what I'm saying? And then to think about it, also, you have to ask yourself, why you know, want your daughter to be produced by somebody whose muse is lust and just promiscuous driven. None of his songs, as I stated on this channel several times, is not about lust and temptation. I can't name not one song that he got. Even songs he's written for other people, like prime example, B2K. How, you know, the song is "Baby Turn Around and Let Me See That Go Bump Bump Bump." All of the songs he's even written for other people. Like, you can't really even, I mean, it's like, who in their right mind would want their daughter produced by anybody like that? And then I was, you know, just thinking about it the other day, because like I said, you know, Neek put out that video with the timeline. She excellently broke that video down where, you know, the social media post and a lot of different stuff. Y'all definitely should check that out. But there was a post where he's under, Angelo, you know, as his dad, is under Timbaland's, you know, Timbaland put out a picture of him working in the studio, and Angelo is like slick dry begging under the picture if you was to produce, you know, as it would make history. Now, mind you, Kay was, you know, he brought Aaliyah out. Timbaland was the next. Timbaland and Missy Elliott was the next ones to work with Aaliyah after, you know, that situation was done with Kay in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, so your daughter come out of a traumatic situation, and the first thing that you try to get her to do is to get a career with somebody else that was linked to, you know, Aaliyah, with this whole situation. And then too, if you think about it, y'all, this is why I side-eye the whole situation. When you hear the other girls who talk about the situation, like, think about Dom, I'm gonna call her Dom G, right? Her mother is Michelle K. Dom was on the L Time series talking about she didn't even want to speak on certain stuff regarding K because it put her in a dark mental type of space, and she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to go to that place. So you coming out, you doing choreography, photo shoots, you and then it's just like everything that she's choosing to do is in such a lust driven, like, promiscuous spirit type of thing. And you could clearly tell, like, it's like, what's really good with this, yo? But something that was said that was so true by Sharon. Sharon has said, you know, it's clear that she's been taught to use what she got to get what she wants type of philosophy. Because you notice that they didn't put their daughter around no girl, like I stated before, no girl bosses, no entrepreneurs, people that really work to get to the top. Because all we've seen is, you know, popping it on the ground and all of this stuff, and you know, let me show you how to do it in real, you know, Savage and all of that. Like, that's not even ladylike type of time. This whole situation wasn't even ladylike type of time. And then when Angelo kind of got put on beam by the blogger, I think his name is what's the man name? DJ something, because he was running his mouth having a conversation with him. Mind you, he didn't even know this man. Didn't know this man from a can of paint. Honey, he wouldn't have been able to tell if that was like a Pepsi or another type of soda, honey. But didn't know the man. Had a conversation with him. He on the audio talking about you know, he could have waited till she was 18 to Blanca. Like, sir, what? Like, the stuff that I ask it's like, what is really going on? Like, the whole, like, your daughter come out of a situation like that, and your first thought of mine is to try to get a career going and not to get no type of help, no type of, you know, counseling, or you get what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost like, and then the promotion of this, you feel what I'm saying? And then too, Sharon made some other points about, you know, the FED. And what I think the point was, she stated that because the girl is so kind of like, from what Angelo said, from how she looking, okay, prime example, it lends to just instability. Like I've been saying, first you on the beginning of the precedence in full support. You was on Gail in full support of K. Then you at the end, toward the end, like Sharon was saying, she just straight flipped. And something that I've been saying, she would have did better if she would have stayed, you know, appearing like she was loyal to K in that industry. And I'm saying, because of, if you was trying to get a career, you would have did better not talking, because they would have been like, okay, we could trust this person with the secrets, and we can work with this person. But you stated, oh, the game, I'm running on you, I'm running on me, I'm running on you, with this just still talking. And now I'm lavish, running around with the dude clothes, like you done just, you know, hit the dude up for his clothes and stuff. Like he make money, you take money type of vibe, that, you know, that gritty Baltimore type of vibe and all of that. It's just like, and that's what she mentioned too, like anybody with eyes could see. This is, you know, Angelo, he talk about how he from the streets. This a street dude that could be running, you know, street game. Cause it's like, every time you hear also Az talking, it's like, she's like, oh, you know, I was played. And I'm, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out how she was played. And like I said, when she came out with her cover to Meg Thee Stallion song, the song called B, she was mentioning stuff like that wasn't even really relevant to the situation. Like, what you should be mad is if a dude took you through something or whatever, not the fact that he was messing with another person. Like, but it's like the stuff that they should be focused on, they don't be focused on. And I'm like, for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out how you was played. Then you see her on the precedence clip talking about she had a dream, and she was saying how she was telling Kay, you know, you're not great until you make another person great. And she said, look, here I am with nothing. So what Sharon was saying was that she felt, I guess, like Angelo was really mad at the fact that, okay, which what a lot of people are saying, I don't even think these people really give two blips about no BLK girls, no morality, nothing. It's just simply about getting on. And it's just sad when people want to get on at any cost. And like I said, like I've been saying, these people that's even, you know, handling this situation, it's not because they care about the morality of the situation, because Kay was doing, you know, stuff for 30 years plus. That's why he said, I gave y'all 30 years. They knew about a lot of this stuff. It's just the fact that I feel like a lot of their little stuff has got out, you know, stuff that they probably didn't want to get out. And Kay was dealing with everyday type of people who was running their mouth. And, you know, parents that want into the celebrity status, I don't really feel like them people really, if they knew what was up, really would want into that. And I doubt, like I've been saying, that they're gonna let Az read in that type of industry, simply because of the fact, like another point Sharon was saying, is that industry is male ran. So you got to think about it. You have, from the looks of the street, this is what the street gonna say, you have told on the king of R&B, who is going to want you around so that you, and talking about this is how you do a dude, you know, Savage, and, you know, now I'm lavish. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would run your mouth if stuff didn't go your way. And that's what it's seeming like from the different social media posts that's surfacing, the things that's being promoted and focused on. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think any of this is about no advocacy. I don't think any of this is about, you know, morality or anything. I think for some of these people, this is just straight up them trying to, you know, get celeb status, fame, and the rest of that. And you can see that a lot of these people is trying to do it at any cost. And it's like, the point that the lady Sharon was saying is that they have done this girl a huge disservice because they have painted her in a corner. And this is what I was waiting for somebody else to peep this, because I've been saying this. The way that industry works, there's other men. K ain't the only man doing little stuff, or that had claims put on them. He's not the only one. Other people have skeletons that they don't want to come out. You think that they're gonna have somebody that be what they call tattletelling, or running that mouth around? Her and her dad been on social media, and he done messed it up for the girl, honestly, in the industry. I think he messed it up for the girl. He running around up under different producers' things, trying to hope that, they're gonna put her on, and I doubt it. And I what they say, that loose lips sink ships. And the only reason that I think that they would deal with her is, like I said, God forbid that they trying to tie up some loose ends, and it's already, she's the perfect the perfect setup for it, because he already has put out into the atmosphere that it's some mental concerns or instability there. And so y'all know they always like to make a person look crazy, or like they doing some type of stuff. So that's what I think. You feel what I'm saying? Because you notice, like I said, certain outlets, they did not cover that whole he had me with that brownie situation. They didn't cover that. Y'all noticed that. Peep game. Some of them places did not cover that, because they're not into them people telling they little secret stuff they be doing. They little habitual little practices they be doing. They're not into that. She was bugged out enough to get on camera and let somebody film her say that. And I was like, yo, like, you wouldn't be pulling your daughters. Any parent with common sense will be pulling their daughters to the side saying, you not about to say that up on no camera, bruh. You just not. The stuff that she has been doing, like, I mean, on social media promiscuously with lollipops and stuff like that, wearing t-shirts that say back, and y'all know what the rest of it is, wearing K's clothes, shooting cover videos, and it's just like I said, it just makes me think about those other girls that have came out and they like, yo, I don't even want to talk about certain stuff because I'm it's gonna take me to a place I don't want to go. Like, you see the sadness in their eyes. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to these people, it's like, is this a game to you? Like, what's it's not looking right. It's looking like that this is just some money type of grabs type of time. And that's just what the truth that I feel from the vibes that's coming out. And then also she was saying that Gail probably ain't messing with her. Oh, Oprah not. Who else she said? Jada and the RTT ain't messing with her. Them folks is loyal to they folks. And you best to believe, like I said, Kay is not the only man or person that got, skeletons. Who gonna want to have somebody who the hood done labeled as, a RAT as a person that they gonna have around? That this is when you don't get your way, or your career ain't where it's at. You feel like you about to do a tell-all type situation. They ain't finna have that, y'all. They not finna have that. Now, I liked a lot of her points, like I said, because I've been saying a lot of this stuff, yo. And people just swore like I was tripping. Oh, and then people with the people with this point. Oh, just pray. Faith without action, you have to have action with it. You feel what I'm saying? So that you could show the Most High God that you really believe in what you're talking about. And you also have to put stuff like, people doing sideways, shifting stuff on beam, because that's what we also have been commanded to do. So people love to talk that little, that carnal, I would say, Christian type of stuff. And it's just, you have to tell the truth. That's how you help people get deliverance and healing is that you tell the truth about situations. And it's not looking right, folks. I don't really care what nobody is saying. It's the whole situation is not looking right. And like I said, I'm not a K supporter, but anybody, like I said, with common sense, spiritual discernment, whether you got street smarts or whatever, could peep game. That's just what I'm saying about this whole situation. I felt like, you know, she had some valid points because like I said, on this channel, I've been saying the same thing. I feel like Kay is responsible for a lot of stuff, but who in their right mind would seek after somebody that had all of those claims? Who in their right mind would want their youth to be produced by a person who all of their songs is lust driven? That to me, I was like, okay, that seemed like that's some type of adult influence, because even at that time period, Kay is a relevant figure in music, but at that time period, your daughter or somebody would be more so into a person that is their age. You feel what I'm saying? Or somebody that is relevant to that time period. The only thing I could think of is an adult person like, oh, he bought Aaliyah out so he could bring you out. And you get what I'm saying? This is why you seen him right after she came out of that situation. The post that I had up here from like December, I think of like 2019, you up under Timbaland page. Timbaland was another producer of Aaliyah. So it's like, you could clearly tell that that's what's going on, folks. And this is from their own social media stuff. A lot of this stuff be from their own social media. And like I said, people do their own people a disservice, because it's like parents instill values in their children. So this is something that they have hyped up. Just the same way I feel like they hyped her up with the whole, oh, you was the favorite girlfriend, and you know, all this stuff. Because why would first of all, you got people putting up receipts that the person from that series is now trying to put ads on Beam, talking about it was all for, you know, she did different stuff for a paycheck and all that. That's been the talk of the street. And then like I was saying before, you notice different huge media outlets is not necessarily reaching out. Why is that? Because the story have a lot of holes. The story is looking unstable. That's what a lot of these people is thinking. Even with the whole you know, it was put out there, oh, Oprah want to do a sit down. It was put out there, oh, you know, the FEDs. The FEDs, to me personally, and like I feel like with I felt what the lady Sharon was saying, who would want to put her on a stand and give testimonial if the story is this flip-flop? Who in their right mind? The whole internet is like, yo, what's good? The whole internet is looking at the whole story like, yo, one day you said this, one day you said that. Did you talk to your people or did you not talk to your people? You claim that your dad was a manipulative liar. Today it's like, okay, is the liar. Like, so what time was were you telling the truth, yo? Like, it's looking, I'm telling you, y'all, this is stuff that they did though. This is not something that the public does. Because I feel like a lot of the times people try to, you know, blame bloggers and different stuff. Nobody could have info on you if you're not running your mouth. You have to be putting posts on social media and the rest of that stuff. You have to be vocal. You have to be in the press talking too much. You feel me? So I felt like what she was saying, just giving a review, I feel like I'm not a supporter of K, because I feel like he gonna be held responsible. But I feel like these other people need to take responsibility for the part that they played. Nobody in their right mind would have sent their daughter nowhere near that dude if they was in their right mind. Period. And nobody after their daughter come out of a situation as, you know, that of trauma, will be sitting somewhere trying to push a career and trying to push her into the arms of another person that's in the industry that could potentially do the same thing, if not worse, that K could have did to the girl. So to me, it's looking like game is being ran. A lot of people saying that this is some hood booger type of time, where this is, you know, some gritty type of stuff, where it's like, okay, you and probably wanted, like a lot of people were saying, wanted that girl Joy out the way to be able to have access to a lot of stuff without somebody being able to tell on her and the rest of that stuff. That's what a lot of people was also saying about that, because on that video where her and Az and Joy got into it, she like, oh, these ain't nothing but sweats, and then we see you doing photo shoots in the man clothes. Do the man know that you done ran off with his clothes? You feel me? Like, who? Like, it's just a lot of this stuff is looking sideways type of stuff, and you reap what you sow. Even though K is responsible for stuff that he did, you cannot stoop to a grit level and do gritty stuff to a person. You have to let the people that's La Policia and people do their job and just, you know, stay out of the way. That's just where that's at. I feel like grit returning grit is only gonna get you the same consequences. You get what I'm saying? People gotta take responsibility in the part that they had to play in the naivete and just probably wanting to come up and wanting celebrity and fame was the era of their ways with that. That's just my little 2 cents on the matter. You know, consequences gonna roll around for a lot of people. Cause like I told you, people gotta do a heart check. The heart is wickedly deceitful. Who can know it? You feel what I'm saying? People gotta better do that heart check. Cause just because K is responsible for stuff don't mean that the Most High is not gonna hold you responsible for certain things yourself. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon on the next video. Definitely make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my latest videos. And I will see y'all soon. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.